Hello folks, welcome back to the channel again. Keith here from Command the Hoop Celtic. If this is your first time viewing my channel, please hit that subscribe button below and help the channel grow. A thumbs up in the video anytime would be fantastic as well. You'll probably hear every single sound now. The microphone's back, the phone is back fixed, cost me an absolute fortune, and it's crystal clear quality as well. So let's talk about Celtic are on the verge of signing South Korean forward, World Cup star Cho Gui-sung. You're probably like, who the hell is this guy? I'm reading about him on Celtic News now. I still don't know who this guy is. I'll talk a bit about who he is, try to break it down, and we'll talk about other stuff as well. 24 years of age, 6'2", currently plays in the K-League at the moment. His dad has come out on record saying that his next destination will be Europe. So I had a look at this guy in the transfer market. He's valued at 1.4 million. He is not going to be bought for 1.4 million. Scoring a couple of goals in the World Cup, we're looking at probably 2.5 million, perhaps pushing 3. Will Celtic buy this guy? He plays on the left, plays on the right, and plays on front. Fairly similar to Kyogo. Just to elaborate, the K-League and the J-League are very different leagues. They're not similar in any position. The Koreans and the Japanese don't like each other when it comes to football terms as well. Just to elaborate that as well. Borussia Dortmund, Ferencváros, Rennes are looking at him as well. Now, reports that he's on the verge of signing for an unnamed club. I'm just waiting for Fabrizio Romero to drop the bomb in the next couple of days, who it is. If it is Celtic, happy days. It means we'll have Maeda, we'll have Giakoumakis, we'll have Kyogo, and we'll have Cho Gui-sung. Ki Sung-young, Chadari, I wonder if they had any communication with this guy, if it is true. We've seen with Victor Wanyama, with Alistair Johnson, what happened there. We're in our first week of December, and we're on the verge of signing a tour player at the transfer window. The Egyptian guy, it's not going to happen. I don't really want to talk about it too much. I don't think Celtic should pay a club in Cairo £5 million for a guy, 26 years of age. You know, Agabi, he looks like a really good player, but I don't think he's worth $5 million, to be honest. So let's just put that down the bed for a few weeks until something more develops with it. But Cho Gui-sung, look, a tall player, very physical. You know, what can you say? 24 goals last season as well in 43 games for club and country. You know, a partnership with Son from Tottenham for the national team. That gives enough to say. Giakoumakis, on the other hand, he's not going anywhere. I can't see him going anywhere. If he is going anywhere, it'll be in the summer. He's pretty happy in Glasgow. Anthony Joseph yesterday talked about it for Sky Sports that Celtic are trying to give him a new deal, improved deal, and he deserves it. 25 goals in 50 games. He's our best physical forward since Jan Vennegar Hesselink. I know people are going to say, what about Dembele? Dembele had power, but Dembele had a bit of everything. And, you know, Dembele was class, Hooper was class, but, you know, Giakoumakis just brings something different. I always go back to that second game in Ibrox where he just ran himself into the ground. Him and Maeda were absolutely astonishing that day. Unbelievable. And Giakoumakis, the only fault that we have about Giakoumakis is his penalties is shocking. Absolutely shocking. You know, so fingers crossed what happens. Hopefully Karabashi settles in with the boys in the Algarve. Hopefully we'll see young Alistair Johnson. I know he's in Italy at the moment. Hopefully he meets up with the squad soon. We get these guys up to pace. I know Johnson's had a World Cup group stage with Canada, and Kawabashi obviously coming from the J-League. He needs that couple of weeks of rest as well. You know, we don't want them burning out like Rio Atate. So that's the worst thing we want. And the same with Alistair Johnson. We don't want him burned out as well after playing the full year nearly at the MLS as well. So let's see who's going to be linked. I've said it a couple of times on the channel who I want to go on in January. I've said David Turnbull. Some people think I'm a bit mad saying it, but I just don't think he's good enough Celtic calibre. Varane Moy there for a couple of seasons. Callum McGregor there with Rio Tate. And we've Matt O'Rourke in that position. So David Turnbull can go and try a new experience somewhere else. And I wish him the best if he does go. If he doesn't go, he needs to prove me wrong and the fans wrong that he still has it. He's a Celtic player. He was unlucky with injuries, but, you know, I want to see people being consistent starting them games, and David Turnbull's not getting enough of that, unfortunately. It's what everyone keeps saying is Ange trust. If Ange's not playing him, we gotta trust Ange. Simple as fucking that. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. I think we will be linked with more players. Obviously, only in December, players will be linked to us, and some people that watch the channel do not like these videos, but I love doing them. Other vloggers love doing them. You know, it means that you actually discover these lads. You know, look at, we've been linked with players in the past, and it's 2-3 years later they come to us. So you know, Asmanovic was a prime example. Look at Roy 118. Talked about him 2 or 3 years ago. A Football Manager looked at him, and he did come, and Roy was delighted. And look at, you know, Hack Asmanovic. He's a pretty good player. So we just need to get the right winning mentality of the team. We're 9 points clear. We want to keep that gap or even extend it. And I think too many changes with the squad could affect us. We do have a lot of games coming up, but I just don't want too much rotations. Look at, you got to trust Ange, but I just want the boys burnt out by February. So that's really it for me. I hope you enjoyed the picture quality, enjoyed the pink microphone, and I'll speak to you all soon. Hell.